Peace and prosperity be unto all who's listening or watching. It's your girl, Shaeranea, right? And I'm back with another video. And today we're going to talk about the importance of guns and why it matters to me that we have the right to bear arms. So, bearing arms is good because in a world where there's so much violence and people easily come in your homes, taking your stuff, robbing you, just coming on your property, taking things that aren't theirs, that they never worked for. It's a way of protecting oneself from the harms and negative and evil of this world. So if you look at guns in a sense of protection and not a sense of harming others, then you can get over the idea that guns kill people. Guns don't kill people. People kill people. And when people realize this concept can easily be taken on. But until then, they won't never understand. So I believe that a woman like myself and many women out there in the world should carry guns. One, because naturally, women are not that strong. Not strong in the sense that we're not able to deal or, lift or anything like that. It's just that men have a strength that in which we don't have. Now, yes, we can work out and, get big and get buff and maybe obtain a little more strength based on the muscle in which we obtain, right? We can gain muscle over time if we work on it. I get that. But naturally, we're not built with strength in a way in which men are. So, in this world where there's trafficking, children being taken, women being raped, people killing people with guns and knives and all sorts of things, and anything object can be a weapon of protection, because if you're in danger, anything and everything works, okay? So you want to get your gun license to protect yourself from people who may have bad tendencies to hurt you or your family. Because of this fact, I got my own gun license because I thought it was important, and I was actually planning on moving at one point. And I got my gun license knowing that I would eventually move on from where I live. But I know that the process of that will take a lot more. So with me making preparations in the direction in which I want to go, I was taking the time out to get my gun license and work on, getting my gun. I got my gun, and the first gun I ever had was a 9mm. It was good. I brought it from a close friend, and the trigger pull on it was terrible because it sucked, okay? It wasn't easy to shoot the gun. If some guy or somebody was to rush towards me and try to take my life in an alley or from an event or leaving a restaurant, I would have been dead, like dead. Because this gun trigger pull is like, and by the time you actually shoot it, your focus will be off the target because the trigger pull is so long, and you have to focus on the target in which you're focusing on. See, the purpose of protecting yourself is knowing that when you're in danger, you have that right. And that's why I carry the Declaration of Independence in my car everywhere I go. I know my clause and my rights, and I carry this everywhere with me. Also, I carry my gun license as well, and I make sure that I live under the law of the Constitution according to my rights. This is my rights to bear arms and protect myself as a woman and anybody who wants to protect themselves. The amendments are important, and you should know your clause and know your history. All history pertaining to us no history is divided. Though, yes, history, it has, different things of different tragedies that occurred in life, but history is not a divided thing. It's all one, and the totality of that you should appreciate. So these being really important amendments, if you can see, you got 1, 2, 3, 4. The first one is the freedom to express yourself, right? Protesting, basically. And the next one is the right to bear arms. So the first one is the right to protest, so freedom of speech. The second one is being able to bear arms. Okay, and the third one is no soldier shall, in time of peace, be cornered in any house without consent of owner, nor in time of war. Basically, it's saying, like, back in the old days when in World War II and all those other wars, where soldiers who were either enemy or with our soldiers were using people and taking them for advantage, using their crops, eating their food, killing and raping their women, just killing the men and taking advantage of the women, leaving nothing behind but destruction. Even in a war, it was already people killing each other, and in the midst of a war, there was a lot going on, and they were taking advantage of people without their consent. You guys have to know your rights in order to stand within them, but if you don't take the duty in itself to acknowledge and learn, enlighten your mind of what is right for you and what is fought for you, then you will always be left in a situation of not knowing. So yeah, and the fifth one is the right of the people to be secured in their persons, homes, houses, papers, effect against unreasonable search. So no one can come in your house without unreasonable search. That's number 5. These are the ones that we experience the most in this world right now. The first 5 amendments are the ones that will protect you the most, because these are the ones that basically stir up in life right now. So you have people invading people's homes without warrant arrest. You cannot allow people to take advantage of you because you don't know anything. You got to acknowledge yourself on things that you don't understand. If there's a word in the Declaration of Independence that you do not understand, then you can just carry a little dictionary like I do myself. And if there's ever a time where I need to know or remember a word or get a better understanding of something, I carry a dictionary with me. So in case someone says something that I didn't understand, I can go refer to a small dictionary and get a better understanding, so that I can know that the person that just spoke to me, what they said to me, and how it may affect me in my life. So I carry these 2 books in my car, but I also carry my gun license. Now let's get on to the importance of why I carry a gun. Because I am a woman and I want to be able to protect myself, and I want to be able to know that I can protect my family at any time, any place. Okay? I want to know that I am able to protect the people that I love from danger, because this world is dangerous. The world we live in, you cannot be naive. You cannot be gullible. You cannot believe and think that the world around us is not going to hurt you and the people in it is just all good and pure. That is not the case. People will do things in unmental states that allow them to be corrupted and messes with their judge of character. Many people are on drugs, and they react and do things in a way in which we will have to be logical in our response and what to do when we protect our family and loved ones. I have a 380, and well, I like it. It's pretty small. The trigger is pretty easy to use compared to that 9mm I was telling you guys about. It's real easy to use. It's easy to go back. It's the only thing I don't really like about this gun. I like the fact that it's really small and easy to conceal, because you know I live in Arkansas. You really don't have to have a concealed carry license in Arkansas. You can just have a gun. But you know, me knowing my clause and my rights, I want to live within them. A lot of Americans don't know their rights, nor do they live within their rights, nor do they understand where they're standing in their rights. So when you don't understand these concepts, you're always going to be the one in injustice. Like, injustice will always serve you if you always live in a way in which doesn't serve you purpose to learn. So you must learn and understand things clearly. So I don't like the fact that this is really short, and my hands are small, but this is smaller. I'm gonna buy more guns in the future. I have plans to buy more guns, and I do plan to buy more and many guns in the future because I love shooting and I like to do it for fun. And most people do it for a hobby, but I personally do it for fun and to know that I can protect the people that I love. So you guys want to make sure that you're protecting yourself and you get a better knowledge of the importance of why you should carry guns. So I had this little gun holder to put my gun in. It's a holster. You also need to know that you got to take care of your guns. So you have to properly know how to take them apart. You need to properly know how to clean them. You need to take care of them. Like anything else in this life, when you buy them, you have to take care of your guns. Just like you take care of your car, you have to take care of your guns. Just like your car needs an oil change, your gun needs to be cleaned as well. So make sure that you're taking the time to understand how your gun works, know how to take it apart, clean it, and do the works and the research of understanding how to stand within your rights, but also where you stand in your rights, how to stand under the Constitution of the United States, and where you stand as an individual in that Constitution, what the laws mean for you, and what are your rights. Because to be a citizen of the United States or live in a country, you need to know your rights. You need to know about your country. You need to know the history of your country. You need to know that nothing is ever divided, and it's a totality of knowledge. You need to know all of it, and all of it's important. Don't disregard information when it's valuable to you, okay? So all information is important and it's all valuable. In a sense, there's times and seasons and reasons for why you may need certain information at different points in your life. You may have heard a saying or something in your early days that may not have great use to you then, but the same things that may not have use to you then may have great use to you now. So make sure that you stand up for what is right for you, protect your family, make sure that you properly use the gun safely, and that you are equipped to be willful in learning. Because with guns, you got to be open-minded and you got to be willful to learn. I love guns personally. It's no different from technology and all that kind of crap people are into. I love things that help me as a person. And just like anybody else who likes things that help them as people, I like things that help me protect myself as a woman. I am a small woman, so of course I want to be able to protect myself. I travel to events. I am an author. I am an entrepreneur. I go everywhere. I have the right to protect myself if somebody one day has the consent or thought in their mind that I feel the need to hurt people, and I just be the one person in the way of that person's mindset that may cause me to be hurt. But if I am not prepared for the things in which somebody else in the world's decision is already thinking and prepared to do, if I don't prepare for the things in which they are supposed to happen before, when things happen, I should never be surprised because I didn't prepare, and I shouldn't even be mad. You're gonna be mad because somebody had shot at you or shot you, but you wasn't prepared. You wasn't aware of your surroundings. A lot of reasons why people get snatched up, caught in vans, children's being taken, is because people are unaware. People aren't watching their surroundings. People are all in their phones, in their technology. You're in your phone like this, okay? Walking around in society, not paying attention, getting snatched up, and no one can save you. Pay attention, because it's important to your life and your survival, and survival is the most important thing in this life. You got to endure, and you got to be able to survive. So if you don't do neither one of those things, you're going to die. That's fact, point blank. And if you do survive through it, you're going to learn a valuable lesson to make sure that you're prepared. And next time, you won't do that again. You'll make sure you're ready. So the purpose of life, you need to always be prepared for the unexpected. Always be prepared for the unexpected. I am somebody who is a intellectual who loves to be acknowledged and to know information about things in which people don't care about. The things in which I value, you may not value, but I value them in a way that you don't. And the things in which I see that is important, you may not see them important at all. But the things that I believe, they save your life and they protect you. So with that being said, if you're thinking about owning a gun or starting to do anything with guns, make sure you live in the rights, the laws, and know where you stand. Expand your knowledge on knowing and teach other people. We live in a world where there's unlimited opportunities to reach your hand out and help other people. Help people, okay? So guns are awesome. You guys are awesome. You know, if you do guns for a hobby, comment down below. Let me know. Subscribe, comment, share, like this video. Let me know what you'd like to see in the future, and I hope you enjoy this video.